Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Nostalgia Merchants, and Season 2, Episode 4 of our FIFA 15 Newcastle Career Mode. Now, in that last episode, it was another mixed bag, and more evidence of my poor planning came to fruition because we had to forfeit a cup game because I didn't have a big enough squad. Had too many injuries and not enough players on the bench. So yeah, that was fun. A rough episode, but we did end it with a lovely 5-0 win over Sunderland, so that is a positive. But yeah, look, hopefully we can start getting on track. No more problems in the areas of squad depth. I've hired a youth coach to try and get some youth players in, or a youth scout, sorry, to get some youth players in just to have bodies in the reserves. So if I do get an injury crisis again, we don't have to forfeit any games, because mate, I just can't believe the poor planning of this season. But look, it is what it is, and we have to move on. And with that being said, up next, we are away to AC Milan in the Champions League. Now, anyone that's watched this channel for a while will know that AC Milan were the first club I managed on the channel, and I've still got a little bit of a bitter taste in my mouth for how things ended. We got sacked. And so this feels like a derby in a way. For me, not for anyone else, because Newcastle and Milan aren't rivals. But yeah, a little bit of a derby for me. But look, I want to win all the Champions League games we can, get through and get as far as we can. So this is a must-win anyway. But back at my old stomping grounds, the San Siro, away against AC Milan. Now, I've made some drastic changes for the squad going into this one. I've gone to a 4-3-1-2. Campbell and Perez up top, Cabella in behind, and a midfield three of Sissoko, Diaby at DM, and Anita at right centre mid. A back four of Willems, Opara, and Bemba, Yedlin, and Tim Krul is back in goal. He probably will be our cup keeper for the season. Castells has done a really good job in the league, and I think he deserves to stay there. So yeah, that is the team. Look, it's a big risk going with a new system and a lot of changes, but I've got to try something. I need Campbell to work. Otherwise, I'm hoping if I have to sell him in January, I'm hoping we're able to, because I know I've just signed him. But yeah, look, I hope we don't have to sell him. I hope he comes good and we can keep him. But yeah, that is the squad going into this one. And here we go at the San Siro, back at my old home, away against AC Milan. A team that I managed for a season, struggled with, but we had some good games. The one against Juve, the 9-goal thriller, comes to mind. I think we won 5-4, a fantastic game, but I wonder if any of my old players are still playing. There's actually quite a few new faces that I didn't have in the team. There's not many... Wait. I need to wait till the lineup comes out, because it didn't look like there was hardly any of the old team that I had. And it was only in FIFA 14, so it was only a season ago in-game. Yeah, well, Lopez, the Shiglio I had. Nocerino I had, but I think I sold. De Jong I had, didn't use a load. Bonaventura, Torres, Honda, I didn't have any. Wow, that's like a completely different team. That is such a different team than the one I had. Wow. Anyway, look, let's stop dwelling on the opposition. Need to focus on ourselves and our performance. A massive Champions League game that could put us top of the group if we win it. And let's hope we can get the win. It's a ball in behind for AC Milan, and Opara's there. And he maybe just does enough to put Fernando Torres off. Could have been dangerous. Sissoko into Abu Diaby. There's a ball through to Cabella. Cabella with a first-time cross to the edge of the box. Sissoko with the shot. And a good save from Diego Lopez, I believe it was, in goal. But well worked from us. And a good save. AC Milan with the ball out wide. Bonaventura plays the ball into the box. Opara's trying to come across to defend. And it's another scuff shot from AC Milan. And Tim Krul catches it. AC Milan on the attack. They're through on goal and they've tried to play it across. They should have had the shot there. They're being really wasteful in front of goal right now. They definitely should be 1 or 2-0 up. But let's not tempt fate. Opara clearing up well in defence though. And that is half-time, and it is 0-0. AC Milan have definitely had the better of the chances and have been really wasteful, whether it's poor decision making or poor execution. They've just not been good in front of goal today. We had one decent chance ourselves, but it's been all AC Milan really. But look, we've still got a second half and it's still only 0-0, so fingers crossed we can turn this into a win. Not going to make any changes as of yet, but Joel Campbell's a little tired and he's not been good again. It's really worrying for the winger / forward. I can't find a way to get him to work at the minute. Hopefully it changes, but it feels like, ironically, the Kevin Mirallas situation I had with AC Milan, where no matter what position I played him, he had a good game or two, but realistically could never get going. And look, as I said, if push comes to shove, we'll try and get rid of him in January and bring someone else in. But for now, hopefully we can get the best out of him. And here he is now, Joel Campbell, edge of the box, and he loses it. But it falls to Abu Diaby, who's been taken out there. Joel Campbell looks like he may have picked up an injury as well, but we've been fouled at the edge of the box. And this could be a good opportunity to score from the free kick. I know we've got Cabella on the pitch. And Cabella is going to be the man to hopefully get this up and over the wall and into the back of the net. Oh, and it's off the post. Remy Cabella with a fantastic effort comes crashing off the post. And what a goal that would have been. Sissoko wins the ball back well, and it's a lovely ball into Ayoze Perez. Ayoze Perez, can he get past the defender? He's tried to square it into Cabella, and Cabella's put it past the goalkeeper. And we are 1-0 up at the San Siro. What a goal. Well, it was a well-worked goal. The finish was, you know, calm, composed, collected. Diego Lopez was beaten. And I'll tell you what, 1-0 away from home in the Champions League. That's 2 away games on the bounce. Borussia Dortmund and Milan. Look, we haven't won this game yet, but Ayoze Perez does well to square it, and Cabella just sends the keeper. And it's a great little finish in the box. I'll tell you what, between the defender and the goalkeeper, there's only one place he could have put it, and he's put it exactly there. And that is 1-0. But AC Milan could be on the attack here. It's a ball into the box. Tim Krul with the save. But it is offside, and we are going to make a sub or 2. Definitely 1. Campbell is exhausted. He's going to come off, and Cisse comes on. We've got a couple midfielders tired, so I'm going to bring Tiote and Yohan Cabaye into the team. And hopefully the boys can see it out. We've been clinical today. 1 shot on target, 1 goal. AC Milan have had a few on target and have not scored any, and hopefully it stays that way. It's a ball out wide for AC Milan. They're cutting in. It's a ball into the box, and Tim Krul saves it straight at him, and he parries it away, and we get it clear. AC Milan are on the attack now, making their way into the box. They've still got it. It's a shot near post, and Tim Krul has had a good game today. It's a ball into a dangerous area with a free man, and the header's wide. I tell you what, De Jong, Fernando Torres, a plethora of players have missed chances from today, and we need to be counting our lucky stars. They're trying to make their way slowly into the boxes, across to the back post. We haven't got it clear. They've got their head on it, and what a save from Krul. And it's off the bar and into the hands of Krul, and he's nearly bottled it. Oh my God, what was that? That was an absolute mess, but somehow we've come away without conceding, and that is the end of the game. Wow. Tim Krul's had an absolutely brilliant performance, and that save at the end, with a little bit of fortune going our way, has given us consecutive away wins in the Champions League, which is absolutely incredible. And we've received a lovely email from the board. They have said, on behalf of the board, I want to acknowledge all the hard work and dedication we've seen you bring to the club. We know you've had a lot of pressure and speculation from the press, and we want to reassure you that we are behind you to carry forward the Newcastle United legacy. Good luck. So look, good performances, good results. I mean, look, that last performance wasn't particularly good, but the result was huge. And the board are appreciative of it. So we're doing a good job, everyone. But we can't dwell on that for too long, because up next in the league, we're away to Everton. Never an easy game away at Goodison. A game that we have to be winning, though. We've had a little bit of a rocky start in the league. We need to get some wins on the board and get up the table. Look, we're in 6th at the minute, as you can see in the bottom right. We need to keep pushing. And, you know, we need top 4 this season. I'd love to try and go for the league, but I think it might be too big of an ask. But look, if we don't win, we can't. So a win is needed for sure. As for the squad going into this one, I'm going back to the 4-2-3-1. The 4-3-1-2 was okay. Look, we got the result, but we didn't play particularly great. So I'm going to try this formation, you know, the old trusty. It's the formation I always fall back on. It's my favourite formation. And yeah, look, we've got Castells back in goal, Emmanuelson and Janmat at fullbacks, and Neuer back in centre-back, Tiote and Cabaye in the pivot, Sissoko out left, Campbell out right, Cabella in the 10, and Cisse up top. And yeah, let's hope these boys can get us the 3 points. And here we go, away at Everton, at Goodison Park. We're sitting in 6th in the league. They're only a point behind us. I know it's early in the season, but as I said, we need to get these wins and get them quickly. We don't want to fall behind and have to chase the pack. A win at Everton's never easy. Howard, Coleman, Leighton Baines. Is that Ross Barkley as well, I see? No, it's McCarthy. My eyes aren't working. Lukaku, look, a very, very strong side. But we've got to get a result here. And hopefully the 4-2-3-1, the switch back to the old trusty formation, will help us get through it. Tiote wins the ball well in midfield. Into Cabella. A lovely little first time dink ball to Cisse. This is where he's best. Running in at defenders. Oh, look at that from Cisse. Weaving in and out. Through on goal. Was that an own goal? What's happened there? Oh, it's a heavily deflected goal, and I think it isn't going to go down as Cisse's. Coleman, who I just mentioned, has put it into the back of his own net, trying to block the shot. And look, we take those all day long. 1-0 up at Goodison Park is not easy, and doing it inside 5 minutes is even harder. So that's a great start to the game. Everton on the attack now. Tiote trying to get across to stop it, but we haven't managed to get it yet. Into Lukaku. That's never nice to see. And the shot is wide. Everton with a free kick in a dangerous area. Leighton Baines with the shot, and it's off the bar. Lukaku with the header, and Castells collects it with ease. I'll tell you what, Leighton Baines is so good from free kicks and penalties. We do not want to be giving any more of those away. Everton on the attack here with Lukaku. They're trying to make their way into the box, but a Neuer. Oh no, as soon as I say we shouldn't give away more free kicks, we've just given them another free kick in such a dangerous area. I'm going to try and put a man on the line. It's a shot, and the man on the line may have just done enough to stop that going in. I don't know if he got his head on it, but I think Cabaye might have done just enough there to stop that. And Leighton Baines with some dangerous free kicks. All right, we've given 2 away. Can we not give any more away, please? Everton with a corner now. Kevin Morales to take it, who we were talking about in the last game. And Castells clears it brilliantly. He's so good at commanding his box. Everton on the attack now, making their way into the box. And Castells with another save. It might have been right at him, but he does well to keep hold of it. Cabella picks up the ball in midfield. Cisse's making the run if he can find him. Cisse trying to get away from the defenders if he can. Cisse shrugging off the defenders. Oh, it's a great shot. No, it isn't. It isn't a great shot. Cisse did brilliantly to get into that position, and the shot was a little bit, I don't know, a little bit wasteful. And this is that free kick again, and it's been skipped. I didn't skip it. I wanted to see if Cabaye got his head on it. Maybe we'll find out later, but yeah, what a wasteful shot from Cisse that was. And that is half time, and we are 1-0 up. But I tell you what, it's our second game of the episode, and our second game where the crossbar's our best friend. We have had a lot of luck in this episode, and I'm scared it's going to run out. Conceded some massive chances. Castells with a save or two. The crossbar with a save or two. Maybe Cabaye with a goal line clearance. But look, we've got the goal, and we're still winning, so that's all that matters right now. And here we go, second half. Hopefully we can get a little bit more of a hold on this game and stop conceding such big chances. Ball with Naismith now. Kevin Morales with a ball into Naismith, who's had the shot, and Castells with a fantastic save. What a goalkeeper. 70-71 rated. I think he might have gone up a rating. Oh, it's a lovely save. What a save. Oh, my God. And they're playing it into McGeady, into Naismith, who's had another shot, and it's another save. Castells is absolutely phenomenal. Wow. Leighton Baines with a dangerous cross into the back post, and the defender's done brilliantly there to stop the forward, getting a clean head on it. But Castells, I tell you what, he's been good, but he's given the ball away there, and it's a ball in behind. Castells with the save to make up for it. Man of the match performance from Castells, and it's nearly the 80th minute, and I've not made a sub. So that is something I need to do now. I'm going to bring Diaby on. I'm going to bring Dyer on for Campbell, who just isn't up to it. And Iosi Perez on for Cisse. But man, Castells, I've got to watch this save again. Brilliant. Gets out quick, closes the angle, and makes the save. Abu Diaby, he's pressing the defence of Everton, and has he got the legs to get through? He's going to get there. Abu Diaby running through on goal, the man who started in goal for us this season. And he's been fouled, but I tried to... Look, I'm going to be honest with everyone right now. I tried to square it. I fouled miserably, and then Tim Howard took me out. So I've got the penalty, totally underserved, because I tried to be scummy and square the ball. And I've been very, very lucky. I don't know who to give the penalty to. Who should I give the penalty to? I mean, maybe Cabela, because he's on it. He always steps up for penalties, and I always swap him out. I mean, yeah. Oh, Yohan Cabaye. I'm giving it to Yohan Cabaye, of course. The vice-captain of the team steps up for the penalty. Going to try and hit this top right. It's a good penalty. Wasn't quite top right, but it seals the win for us. It seals the 3 points, and Yohan Cabaye gets the goal to secure the win. Abu Diaby winning the penalty. I still don't think I deserved it, but you know what? You do what you got to do, and 2-0 away at Everton is no mean feat. A very, very tough place to come, and the fact that we've won it, look, they've had a lot of chances, and if it wasn't for Castells, and maybe Cabaye as well, we are going to find out, hopefully in the match highlights, if Cabaye got his head on that free kick to stop it off the line. But look, Cabaye contributes either way with a goal. Castells has to be man of the match. And overall, not a great performance, but another great win. And ultimately, it's the win that counts. And Castells can clean up here again, as he has done all game. But what a performance. And 2 back-to-back wins away from home that have been very, very impressive. A little bit of luck at times, but massive wins nonetheless. So ball into the box for Everton, though. We can't rest now. Janmaat heads it easily back to Castells, who can run down the clock and see out the game. And that is a 2-0 win. And that man in goal, wow, I can't believe how good he's been. Honestly, I know I was thinking about Cisse or Emenike as the Hall of Famer for this season, or for this series, should I say. But Castells, if he carries on like this, he's going to be up there. He could be a legend of this. He could be the legend, the Hall of Famer for this series if he carries on. And we've had it confirmed. Yohan Cabaye did not get his head on it to tip it onto the post. And in some more fantastic news, Emmanuel Emenike is back from injury. Wow, it's so good to have him back. I don't know if I'll play him in this game. I might give him the rest and we'll see him in the next episode. But we have him back now, and that is so good to hear. And up next in the league, we're at home to Man City. I tell you what, some really tough games this episode. We've got 2 wins out of 3. Can we go on a perfect streak? I know I always ruin it when I say this, but very, very rarely. I can think of 1, maybe 2 times we've won all 3 games in an episode. We're 2 out of 3. Well, we're 2 out of 2. This is the 3rd game. Can we make it 3 in a... Oh, I'll tell you what, 3 in a row would be amazing. And not only that, it's Man City. This is going to be a massive game, a tough game. But we've had 2 tough games already. And if Castells can do what he's been doing, we could just get a result here. But yeah, let's hope we can do it. And the squad going into this one, there's one big change. We didn't get an email, but Yanga and Biwa is also back from injury, which is huge for the team. So he comes in for Nedum and Neuer. Apar has been way too good to drop. Emenike is back fit. He could start, but I want to... Yeah, I'm just going to keep him on the bench. If it's a tough game, I'll bring him on. Hopefully we don't need to, but it's City, so there's a good chance we will need to. But yeah, that is the team for this game against Man City. And here we go at home to Man City. Maybe the toughest game of the episode. And I didn't realise they're just behind us in the league. Look, if we want to stay above the better teams and maybe push for a title. But look, Champions League is our main aim for the league. But we want to win trophies. And I'm not ruling out the league. I just don't want to, you know, overdo it. I'd love to win everything. But we're already out of the Carabao, as we know. But look, we need to be beating teams like Man City if we want to win the league and win the big trophy. So, yeah, look, let's not mess about. Let's get straight into this and hope we can get the 3 points. Joel Campbell doing his defensive duties really well there, but giving the ball away stupidly at the same time. And Man City are on the attack now with Paulinho into Kolarov, who's got a shot on him, but Castells has got hands on him, and he makes them useful by pulling out a lovely save. This goalkeeper's special, man. Another great save. Yangambiwa into Kabaya. First time ball into Cabela. It's lovely work from the midfielder. Cisse picks it up, tries to get round the defence, plays it into Sissoko. It's a good save from the keeper, but we've worked that really well. And I tell you what, we've still got a chance potentially here. Cisse into Emmanuelson with the cross into the box. Sissoko with the shot. And another good save, but we're starting to create some great chances, some good football as well. It's a lovely volley. That's a good save though. And Joel Campbell tracked back so well there. He might not be great going forward, but I tell you what, he doesn't put a foot wrong tracking back. And he's on the ball here. Can he do something for once? Joel Campbell weaving in and out of the defence. He's pulled out another good save from the keeper. Or he's forced a good save from the keeper, should I say. Great work defensively and offensively from Joel Campbell. And that's what we need to see more of. And that is half time. And I tell you what, we've had some good efforts. A couple great saves from Caballero. Castells made a good few saves of his own as well. We've played well today. I think it's the best game we've played, actually, in terms of performance. This is the best we've played all episode. No goal to show for it yet, but hopefully we can get one in the second half. And you know what? It could be risky, but I'm bringing him on. Emenike. That's the one sub I'm going to make at half-time. Cisse's touch has looked a bit off it. He's not looked quite on the mark. And look, we need that pace in behind if we're going to beat a team like Man City. And let's hope Emenike, back from injury, can be his best usual self. Man City on the attack now. Negredo into Sinclair. Sinclair's done well to get past Janmat, and he's opened up some space. And it's wasteful from the forward. Alvaro Negredo with a poor shot. He should be getting that on target at least. And we've got away with one there. Right, it's the 67th minute. I feel like I need to make one or two more changes. I'm going to take Joel Campbell off. And I think I'm going to bring Diaby on for Tiote as well. So Dyer on for Joel Campbell. Diaby on for Tiote. And let's hope we can turn this into a win. We've not played bad today. It's a ball over the top for Man City. Opara trying to track back, and he does brilliantly. Ike Opara is absolutely world class. I'm saying it. And Kolarov with a ball into the box, but Opara's there. Heads it into Castells with ease. And Castells can roll it out quickly to hopefully start the counter-attack. Cabela, he's seeing the run of Emenike. Emenike, can he get it under control? Nastasic trying to keep up with him. Nastasic has done well, but he hasn't done well enough because Emenike threw on goal and he's missed an absolute sitter. He's done all the hard work there, getting past Nastasic, getting the chance to open up, and he hits it on his weak foot and hits it wide. Man City on the attack now at the edge of the box. What a save, Castells. Oh my God, I think that deflected as well. Is he like glitched? What a save. Oh my God, mate. Mate, seriously, what a save. Look, they have a corner now, and I really hope they don't score from it, because that would be really devastating, and they haven't. But Castells is something special. And that is full time, and it is a 0-0 draw. Well, can't get a 0-0 win, but it is a draw against Man City. But Castells again, absolutely phenomenal. Look, Tim Krul was great in the first game, but in the league games, we've not conceded a goal all episode. We still haven't done 3 out of 3. But you know what? It's another great episode. Well, it's a great episode because we've not had many this season. I think we've struggled the first few episodes, but I'll tell you what. Look, we've had, you know what? Looking at those stats there, we probably should have won. But Castells with that save at the end, I think I need to watch that again. Hopefully they've got it. I need to watch that again. What is that? What's happened there? Did it deflect? Nasri with the shot. It doesn't deflect. Oh my god, that's literally creeping in. That is absolutely phenomenal from Castells. Look at that. Incredible. What a goalkeeper. And at the end of the episode, we are sitting in 5th place. 4 games won, 2 drawn, 2 lost. 14 points with 5 off Swansea, who are on 19 points at the top of the table. Wow. We always get a random team. QPR as well in 3rd. We always get a couple like mid-table / teams that are supposed to be relegation candidates. Like really up high. I think, was it last season? Was it Sunderland and Stoke? I think they went like 10 games without losing and then completely fell off. So hopefully we can see the same and we can start gaining on the teams above us. But we kept City away from us, only a point. But look, we're in the top 5 still. We need to break into that top 4. But it's very early in the season. We've still got 30 games to go. And what an episode. No goals conceded. Another win in the Champions League away from home. A win away at Everton. And then no points. 2 points dropped against City. But we never lost against City. And we could have won it. And also, Castells. He is very quickly becoming, like, potentially as I said, the Hall of Famer for the series. I mean, look, too early to judge, but what a player. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I do hope to see you again in the next one.